Grey stones are heavy on the side of the hill. I watch where the track meets the sky. The wool of my coat is all soaked by the rain. Since the morning you said your goodbye.
Said your goodbye. You spoke of the coin in the towns to the south, of work in the mills or the mine. You left me this ground and a hunger so deep, while you walked down the iron-bound line.
Oh, the mist is a blanket that smothers the peak, and the tide never brings back the stone, never brings back the stone. We wait by the cairn where the old ones are laid, to wander the highlands alone, highlands alone.
The gentry took land and they broke every gate. Our kin scattered out to the west.
I'm tilling the dirt with a heart made of lead,
with no place for a body to rest.
Oh, the mist is a blanket that smothers the peak, and the tide never brings back the stone, never brings back the stone. We wait by the cairn where the old ones are laid, to wander the highlands alone, highlands alone. The winter is coming to bite at the bone. The fire in the hearth has gone cold. I'm counting the days by the marks on the rock, like a story that's already told. Oh, the mist is a blanket that smothers the peak, and the tide never brings back the stone. We wait by the cairn where the old ones are laid, to wander the highlands. The mountain don't care if you stay. The iron boat groaned against the wood of the cave. You had 3 silver coins and a ticket for the west. I watched the black smoke smear the morning sky gray, while the harbor master counted out the crates of coal. You never looked back as the lines were cast off. Your fingers brush my cheek like a leaf in the fall, a touch meant to steady a heart that had failed. I can still feel the rough skin and the cold of your ring. It haunts me at dawn when the turf fire burns low, a phantom sensation that offers no peace to the soul. The village is quiet since the young men all left. The fields are grown over with thistle and thorn. Old Margaret asks after you when she passes the gate. I tell her the sea is a wide and a bottomless grave, and the letters you promised are lost in the spray. I've burned every ribbon and the lace from my hair. There is no use in beauty when the eyes are all gone. Your final gaze follows me through the dirt and the rain, a curse of a memory that refuses to fade or to die. I am anchored to the but you stay gone. You stay gone.
The ground is iron, the shovel will not break the land. The sky is heavy, and I can't feel my own hand. I watch the air leave your lungs in a silver cloud. I wasn't ready to wrap you in a frozen shroud. I'll stay right here until the white turns back to green. I'll hold this hill, the loneliest place I've ever been. The ice is deep, but my love is a burning flame. I'll shout to the peaks until the rocks all know your name. The fiddle is wailing, a jagged sound against the peak. The clan is silent because there's nothing left to speak. I should have held you, I should have kept the fire bright. Now I'm just a man, losing his mind in the winter light. I'll stay right here until the white turns back to green. I'll hold this hill, the loneliest place I've ever been. The ice is deep, but my love is a burning flame. I'll shout to the peaks until the rocks all know your name. They say the spring will come, they say the river starts to flow, but they don't know this pain underneath the heavy snow. I'm sinking down, calling out. I'll stay right here until the white turns back to green. I'll hold this hill, the loneliest place I've ever been. The ice is deep, but my love is a burning flame. I'll shout to the peaks until the rocks all know your name. The wind is all I hear, the winter took you home in the cold.
The north wind pulls at my shawl. It carries a stave of that old air, the one you used to whistle soft before the ice took the field. The air is singing your name. I am tired of listening. The air is singing your name. I am tired of listening. I stand where the gorse is broke. The salt is stinging my throat. My hands are heavy The iron pot hangs empty by the grate. The turf is spent and grey within the hearth. We used to watch the turning of the gate and walk the narrow path across the earth. The kettle does not whistle on the hook. The table has no bread for us to break. We cast a long and weary backward look at every single choice we had to make. And it's oh, the silence is a heavy load when the breath is gone out of the stone. Our kin are scattered down the dusty road, and the house is left to stand alone. The spade is leaning idle by the door, the handle worn smooth by my father's palm. He broke his back upon this rocky floor to keep the village spirit safe and calm. But sweat and bone are not enough to pay the interest on the coin we had to borrow. So all the work of many a weary day is handed to the hunger of tomorrow. The landlord came to take the sheep away. He said the debt was more than we could find. We packed our bundles in the early grey and left the hills and valleys all behind. The spinning wheel is broken in the shed, the wool is tangled like a winter briar. The ones who worked have fallen with the dead, who used to sit and talk beside the fire. And it's all, the silence is a heavy load when the breath is gone out of the stone. Our kin are scattered down the dusty road, and the house is left to stand alone. The village square is grown with weed and thorn. No more the sound of boots upon the scorn. We seek a living on a foreign shore, but keep the memory. We open up the door and find the life we left still waiting there. The iron pot is cold, the spade is turned to rust. The life we used to hold is buried in the dust. The mist is heavy on the moor today. I walk the path where we used to stray, and for a moment the world feels right. Your fingers lace with mine so tight, I can feel the calluses upon your skin, where the memory ends and you begin. But you aren't here to hold me now. I'm walking through the gray alone somehow, yet my palm is warm with the ghost of you. A cruel trick that my heart plays too. I feel the weight of your hand in mine, across the border of space and time. Weight of your hand. The Atlantic wind bites through my coat, a lump of lead rising in my throat. The salt is stinging in my tired eyes. Beneath these heavy Irish skies, the pressure of your thumb against my wrist is the only thing I find within the mist. I turn my head to speak your name, but only find the falling rain. Is it a blessing or a heavy chain to feel your touch but bear the pain? No, you aren't here to hold me now. I'm walking through the gray your hand.
The mist is heavy on the moss. It hides the gain and hides the loss. I feel the salt upon my skin. They feel the salt upon my skin.
This is where the waves begin. Your coat is damp against the wind. The rope is frayed and finely thin. And all the tide is pulling out. Too quiet now for any shout. We leave our boots beside the stone to find a way to walk alone. The gray is deep, the air is cold. A different path for us to hold.
I see the mountains in your eyes, beneath the weight of winter skies. We shared the bread and shared the bed. Now keep the words we never said.
Now keep the words we never said. The silver water meets the sand. I let the spirit leave my hand. And all the tide is pulling out. Too quiet now for any shout. We leave our boots beside the stone to find a way to walk alone. The gray is deep, the air is cold. A different path for us to hold.
Lay it down,
Lay it down,
let it go.
let it go.
To the deep, to the deep, to the low,
to the low.
The river runs into the sea,
Runs into the sea, runs into the sea.
sets the heavy anchor
Sets the
free.
heavy anchor
The river
free.
runs into the sea, it sets the heavy anchor, it sets the heavy anchor free.
Across the water, across the line. The indigo light is spilling over the quay, where the rusted iron rings hold the ghost of boats. You stand with your hands buried in your heavy coat, watching a single gull circle the white foam. The air tastes of salt and damp wool. Is it time to let weather water take the marks we left in the wet sand this afternoon? I can feel the granite shiver under the spray, while the horizon dissolves a smudge of blue. The tide is coming in to claim the shore.
The kelp tangles like uncombed hair on the rocks, while the moon pulls the ocean toward our boots. You speak of the north and the bitter roots of a life lived too far from the breaking surf. I remember the amber tilt of your head in the sun, now turned to silver in this fading clarity. There is a certain kind of necessariness finely done. The driftwood logs look like sleeping beasts, scattered across the path we used. The tide is coming in to claim the shore.
The water moves, it flows beneath the pilings and the wood. The water stays on. It does exactly what we never could. We are anchored to the silt and the shale, while the current tells a different kind of tale.
A
the ferry lamp blinks from across the bay. There is nothing left that I need to say, that the rhythmic wash hasn't already stated, waiting for the shift in the planetary weight. It isn't a tragedy to arrive a little late to the peace that follows the longest day. The white lace of the water touches our toes, sending a chill through the marrow and the bone. The tide is coming in to claim the shore.
The indigo light,
The indigo light,
the silver and the gray,
the silver and the gray,
watching the water take it all away.
take it all away. The heather turns to brittle brown. The sky is low and heavy gray.
I tread the path toward the tor, where we would spend
The dying day.
My footsteps fall where yours have been.
I feel the dampness on my shore. The summer turned to bitter salt
Before the leaves began to fall.
Oh, the moor is wide and the air is still. We wander on through mist and rain, through mist and rain. The path is long and the wind is chill. You are gone, but I remain. I remain.
The linnet seeks a warmer land. The frost is biting at the root. We sowed our love in shallow soil, and now we bear the winter fruit.
I see the cairn upon the hill, where once we rested in the sun.
The wool is thin against the cold.
The thread of us is nearly spun across the moss and through the fern to the place where we return.
I found the paper today, tucked in the back of the wood. We were so young in the gray,
Standing right where we should. The edge of the frame is frayed, but the light in your eyes is true. The debt that the years have paid
is bringing me back to you.
Oh, the hills were alive with the rain, holding you close in the cold. A beautiful quiet refrain, a love that never grows old, never grows old.
I see the wool of your coat, damp from the spray of the sea. A song from a distant throat is calling the memory.
We didn't need much to know the power of being there,
Watching the heather grow with the salt in our messy hair.
Oh, the hills were alive with the rain, holding you close in the cold. A beautiful quiet refrain, a love that never grows old, never grows old. The years are a river that flows, taking the breath from the air. Oh, but deep in the marrow it knows that you are still there. Oh, the hills were alive with the rain, holding you close in the cold. A beautiful quiet refrain, just a line that
I stand where the granite breaks and the Atlantic turns to foam. The wind is a cold, heavy hand pushing me back toward home. The gorse is brown on the hill, the cattle are huddling low. Oh, the salt takes what it needs, and the tide rolls in again. You are the silver in the spray, and the sting upon my skin. Sting upon my skin. Your wool coat hangs on the nail, the moth has found the sleeve. I reckon it is a sin to stay, but a harder thing to leave. I watch the iron-colored sky, wait for the rain to arrive. Oh, the salt takes what it needs, and the tide rolls in again. You are the silver in the spray, and the sting upon my skin. Sting upon my skin. Does the deep water hold a soul, or is it just a hollow sound? I asked the gulls above the crag, but no answer can be found. No answer to be found. I will walk the narrow path where the thrift and heather grow. I will give my breath to the air and let the rest of me go. Water is calling my name, just the spray and the stone. Left here all alone, the tide rolls in, the tide rolls in.
slate sky hangs heavy over the gorse. I walk the line where the granite meets the peat. My knuckles have turned the color of the frost, hard and white, like the shells beneath my feet. There is a silver thread snagged on the briar, a remnant of the wool coat you once wore. On the salt cracked shore, I see a shape that moves where the air gets thick, a gray weight shifting in the corn, the black water, or just the way the marsh grass lean your name. It only knows the pressure of your stride. Iron key that fits no lock, while the indigo tide pulls at the hem of my skirt. You were always a traveler with salt in your lungs, leaving me to map the topography of the hurt. There is a certain logic to the way the mist ascends, erasing the horizon until the world is small. So small, just the stone and the squall. I find a leather button in the mud by the cairn, a tiny piece of the man who went to ground. They say the earth eventually takes back its own, but I still listen for boots on gravel sound. The wind has a way of mimicking your laugh, a low hooting sound that circles the ravine. The domestic life is a cage of polished wood, while the muse lives out here in the cold and the damp. I try to keep the hearth fire burning high, but the oil has turned to sludge within the lamp. How can I dwell in a house with four straight walls when my heart is a wild and trackless maw? White and gray, fading away. The twilight is a veil that never lifts from this place, a perpetual bruise on the skin of the evening. You are the silence between the calls of the gull, a ghost of a feeling that is tired of leaving. I wrap my shawl tighter against the sudden chill, tracing the ridges of the frozen cart old. It forgot the reasons why it turned to black. I asked the rowan tree if it saw where you went, but it only drops its berries like blood on the snow. Blood on the snow. The moor is the only home I have left to know. The wood stove is cooling down now. The kettle stopped its metal song. The surface of the water turns to glass where the mountain hemlocks grow along. A cedar waxwing finds a branch. The blue light settles on the moss. The heavy latch is clicked into the frame to count the day's gain or loss. First white lamp is lit above, high above the granite peak. The silence has a weight to it, a promise that we do not speak. Rest your head upon the pines, your door. The lake is deep and silver dark, and we don't need to hurry anymore. I see the dog beside the porch. He's tucking in his tired paws. The wind is just a memory in the reeds, a break within the winter laws. The boat is tied with hempen rope. It knocks against the wooden pier. The air is sharp with scent of balsam fir, and everything we need is here. The first white lamp is lit above, high above the granite peak. The silence has a weight to it, a promise that we do not speak. Rest your head upon the pine, let the evening find your door. The lake is deep and silver dark, and we don't need to hurry anymore. The sky is a map of where we've been. The water is a map of now. I wipe the dust from off the shelf and wipe the worry from my brow. The first white lamp is lit above, high above the granite peak. The silence has a weight to it, a promise that we do not speak. Rest your head upon the pines, your door. The lake is deep and silver dark, and we don't need to hurry anymore. One star.
My boots are heavy with the black mud. The rain is a cold hand on my neck. I carry your name like a smooth stone in the pocket of my wool coat. The hills rise up like granite shoulders, blocking out the light of the glen. I am walking where the deer sleep. I am walking where the deer sleep, to the place where the road must end. And the river is a silver thread, sewing the earth to the sky. I will leave you where the water runs, beneath the falcon's eye. The falcon's eye, where the falcon flies. The forest is old and the air is thick. The pines have a resinous bite. There is a dignity in the long walk, in the fading of the afternoon light. I find the bridge of grey timber, where the current is deep and slow. I have carried this grief for 20 miles, and this is where I let it go.
The distance is a lesson in physics, a measure of what we can hold. The seasons don't care for our sorrow, they only turn from green to gold. It is a quiet labor to love you now, a service I perform for the dead, while the moon rises over the heather and the stars burn white overhead. And the river is a silver thread, sewing the earth to the sky. I will leave you where the water runs, beneath the falcon's eye. The falcon's eye, where the falcon flies. I drop the stone in the dark pool, the ripples are white cologne. The mist is heavy on the crag, I see the ruins in the rain. I walk the path we used to walk before the world turned cold and gray, to keep the valley safe and deep. And now you are the ancient heart, the soul the mountain chose to round, like a promise we can't break. I will find you in the morning light, I will hold the light for years to come. Distance is a paper wall, when two hearts beat as one. It is a long and lonely road, but I am never far away, beyond the peaks of heavy stone. I will wait for you
spirit in the past. I gave my life to save the land like morning dew across the fields. Believe me when I say I'm here, in every breath of mountain air. The sacrifice was worth the price, to know that you withstand the frost, watching every step you take.
I will find you in the morning light. I will hold the light for years to come. Distance is a paper wall when two hearts beat as one. It is a long and lonely road, but I am never far away, beyond the peaks of heavy stone. I will wait for you to stay. I will find you in the morning light. I will hold the light for years to come, beyond the peaks of heavy stone. I will wait for you to stay. The granite stands 4 feet from the damp, dark soil, with green moss crawling up the eastern face. I remember the Tuesday the heavy clouds broke, and you stood waiting in that quiet place. The sheep were all gathered in the lower pen. The smell of peat smoke was thick on the air. I had a silver coin and a heavy heart, and we walked to the valley again and again.
The valley was white with the morning's cold breath. The rowan berries had all turned a deep red. You wore a coat made of the thickest gray wool, and there wasn't a word that needed be said.
The lake was as flat as a sheet of blue steel, reflecting the hills where the heather had died. The castle ruins sat a tank on the ridge, and we walked to the valley again and again. The forest is turning to copper and brown. The leaves are all crunching beneath our old boots. The moon on the lake is a circle of white. It shines on the paths and the tangled old roots. We don't talk of taxes or the price of the grain, or the news that the traveler brought from the coast. We only talk of the way the mist looks, and we walk to the valley again and again. They say that the world is a different place now, that nothing is left of the way it was then. The children have gone to the houses of brick, while the stone fences crumble at the head of the glen. But I have a map drawn inside of my heart. It leads to the place where the rowan tree grows. We'll sit by the granite as the long day ends, and we walk to the granite as the long day ends, and we walk to the valley again and again. So take my hand by the gnarled old roots, under a sky that is heavy and deep. We'll sit by the stone till the light goes away,
and we walk to the valley again, and the rest of the world,
and the rest of the world has fallen to sleep again and again. The spruce trees lean against the gray, wet needles stick to my old boots. I walk the path we cleared in May. I walk the path we cleared in May. Now tangled mist is thick like woolen yarn. It snags upon the low-hung bough. I feel you pull my collar tight, though you are gone for good by now. It's a cold kind of kindness coming from the dark. The rain is soaking through my skin, leaving its stamped mark. Coat, the one with salt stains on the sleeve. It hangs beside the kitchen door, waiting for a reason to leave. The tea is bitter in the pot. The stove is leaking soot again. I hear the wind against the glass, or maybe it's your hand, my friend. It's a cold kind of kindness coming from the dark. The rain is soaking through my skin, leaving its stamped mark. Tempered steel, the clouds are heavy, the tide. I finally know the way you feel with nowhere left to hide. It's a cold kind of kindness coming from the dark. The rain is soaking through my skin, leaving instant mark. Just the rain on the stone. I am never quite alone, never alone in the moss and the The rain is thin and sharp today. It bites the skin like a rusted blade. I stand where the granite turns to grey, in the hole that the winter made. My wool coat is heavy and wet. It smells of wood smoke and old regret. But I will wait by the heavy stone until the dirt takes back my name. I am blood and I am bone, and I am a spark of a dying flame. Yes, I will wait by the heavy stone. The grass is tall around the ring where the old ones left their marks. I do not hear the blackbird sing, I only hear the dogs that bark. I look for a sign in the moving mist, for a hand that my own hand once kissed. And I will wait by the heavy stone until the dirt takes back my name. I am blood and I am bone, and I am a spark of a dying flame. Yes, I will wait by the heavy stone. I asked the sky to bring you home. The sky just turned a darker shade. I am a seed in the bitter loam. God is a mountain I cannot climb, and hope is a thief that steals my time. The north wind pulls at my hair. The gorse is yellow and mean. I breathe in the cold and the empty air where the ghost of your face was seen. I will not leave this holy ground until the thing I lost is found. So I will wait by the heavy stone until the dirt takes back my name. I am blood and I where the limestone splits apart, above the timberline and the eagle's nest. The wind is a needle, it knows my heart and beats a steady rhythm against my chest. No one climbs as high for a common view. The shale is loose and the path is long. I'm just a small thing, bruised and blue, trying to find the words to an ancient song. And I reach for the light like a prayer, shining in the thin and silent air. Alone on the ridge where the clouds go by, a little piece of earth reaching for the sky. The birds at dawn are the first to call. They name the valley as the mist recedes. I watch the fireflies rise and fall like tiny lanterns in the tangled weeds. I've seen the seasons turn to rust and felt the frost settle on my skin, turning the mountain bone to dust, waiting for the summer to begin. And I reach for the light like a prayer, shining in the thin and silent air. Alone on the ridge where the clouds go by, a little piece of earth reaching for the sky. Sometimes the silence is a heavy stone, sometimes the rain is a welcome friend. It's a quiet life being here alone, where the world begins and the towns end. And I reach for the light like a prayer, shining in the thin and silent air. Alone on the ridge where the clouds go by, a little piece of earth reaching for the sky. I am still standing on the edge of the blue. Wait for me. The lake is flat as hammered silver, the wind is sharp against the gorse. I stood right here when I was younger, before the tide had lost its force. The cliffs are jagged in the pale light, the water laps the granite shore. I told you I would wait forever, but I don't know what for no more. The village street is choked with bramble, the thatch is rotting in the rain. I walk the path where we would ramble to ease the weight of all this strain. The iron lantern has grown rusty, it hangs upon a crooked nail. The air is cold and smells of salt spray, our winter fire has turned to shale. The vow I made remains a burden, a heavy stone inside my core. The words are lost within the timber, a song that sticks inside my throat. The ancient oak has grown much taller, its roots are digging in the dark. Your name is carved into the fiber, beneath the folding of the bark. I touch the wood and feel the winter, the seasons blurring into one. The promise is a splintered arrow, the damage has already been done. I traded youth for this obsession, a currency that's spent and gone. I watch the foxes in the clearing until the coming of the dawn. The lake is deeper than I figured, the cold is biting at my knees. I am the last one left to remember the way it was between these trees. The vow I made remains a burden, heavy stone inside my core.